I hold the notion that there's your truth, my truth, and the truth. Your truth is your body of beliefs seen through the colored lenses of your experiences, your knowledge and exposure, your culture and upbringing, etc. My truth is exactly as the word implies, mine, also seen through the colored lenses of my experiences, my knowledge and exposure, my culture and upbringing. Then there is the truth. What is the truth? Who decides or determines what the truth is if our perspective of the truth is often as seen through colored lenses? America is the greatest country on earth, so say Americans. China is the greatest country on earth, so say the Chinese. Which of them is true? Your guess is as good as mine. Because we can't all agree on what the truth is, we often have disagreements. As I did the series on Is Marriage a Scam, one thing became abundantly clear to me. For all failed marriages, both parties had different versions of the truth. Their realities were different. In some cases, you will be so amazed at how perspectives of a couple on an issue that happened less than an hour ago differed. Women were screaming abuse, men were screaming abuse. So who was abusing who? Your truth and my truth always present, but the truth was missing. Was it really missing though? I will get to this later. If you have heard the concept of seeing a glass as half empty or half full, you would quickly understand how perspectives vary or how the truth varies from person to person. The world searches for the truth because it's such a powerful force. The truth is life-changing. The truth brings light into any situation. The truth is a mirror to the soul. The truth is also corrective. We know all this, yet we can't identify the truth. Let me give an example of how powerful the truth is. Some of you have heard of the placebo effect, but for those of you who haven't, let me explain. The placebo effect is when a person's physical or mental health appears to improve after taking a placebo or dummy treatment. This means that a doctor says to you that this tablet will cure your ailment, but the tablet given to you is nothing other than white powder or chalk. But because you accept this to be the truth, you are healed. Can you see how powerful the concept of the truth is? Can you then imagine what the truth can do? Let me digress. Have you ever heard the story about Truth and Lie? Truth and Lie went swimming one day, and when Truth was in the water, Lie got out and dressed up in Truth's clothes. You now had a well-dressed Lie running around in Truth's clothes. People saw Lie dressed up as the Truth and believed it was Truth. Now out of the water comes naked Truth running after the well-dressed Lie to take back its clothes. The world can't look at the naked Truth because we are ashamed to see the nakedness. The world can't believe that anyone naked can be the truth. So the world follows the well-dressed Lie, accepting whatever it dished out as truth. God's people have been deceived for too long. We have followed the wrong road, wrong turning, wrong people, wrong career, wrong partner, wrong prescription, wrong culture, wrong methods, wrong everything, because we believed the well-dressed Lie. We have been sold a dummy. We are victims of 419 Yahoo. It's hard for many to accept because we don't want to appear as foolish. We don't want to start all over again. We don't want to start a new career, a new school, a new relationship. We don't want to unlearn all we have been taught all our lives. Many would rather go to their graves believing the well-dressed Lie than accepting the naked truth that makes us ashamed. Deep down inside, we know there's something not quite right about this well-dressed, fancy-looking, smooth-talking, swaggering Lie. We can feel it. We suspect something is not quite right. But because everyone accepts this as the truth, we also go along with it. In Genesis 2:19 and 20, we're told that out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he will call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof. And Adam gave names to all cattle, and to the fowl of the air, and to every beast of the field. Wow. Please don't miss this. After God had created Adam, he brought every living creature he had created before Adam to see what Adam would call them. Why did God want to see what Adam would call them? Why? Let me tell you why. He wanted to hear Adam's truth. He wanted to see if this man who he had created in his image, will he see the creatures the same way God saw them and call them the same names God called them. This was what God wanted to see, and Adam passed the test. Please stay with me, guys. I'm going somewhere with this. Adam was perfectly created, no snags, nothing. He saw the world and everything in it the same way God did. As we move further down in Genesis 2, verse 25 to be precise, after God had created Adam and Eve, man and woman, they were both naked and were not ashamed. They were not ashamed of their nakedness. They were naked, and were not ashamed. No shame. So, at what point did truth start wearing fancy clothes? At what point did we start becoming ashamed of the naked truth? Let me tell you. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired, to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. And the eyes of them both were opened, and they knew that they were naked. And they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. And they heard the voice of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord God amongst the trees of the garden. And the Lord God called unto Adam and said unto him, Where art thou? And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid, because I was naked, and I hid myself. And he said, Who told thee that thou wast naked? Hast thou eaten of the tree whereof I commanded thee that thou shouldest eat? Who told you thou art naked? Who told you thou art sick? Who told you thou art fat? Who told you thou art poor? Who told you thou art ugly? Who told you thou art lame? Who told you thou art failed? Who told you you'll never become anything in life? Who told you this? Sin. Sin did. Sin told me this. Sin made me see imperfection. Because of sin, I saw my nakedness. Because of sin, I can't approach you, oh Lord. Sin did this to me. Sin made me see my truth. Sin made you see your truth. Sin clothed in fancy apparels that we all want to see appearing as the truth. We have missed the mark. There's only one truth. It is the naked truth. He says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. He is the only truth. There's no truth outside of God. In his truth, there's no imperfection, no nakedness, no flaws, no failure. The world's version of the truth is laced with sin. We see flaws, we hate, we quarrel, we bicker, we envy, we strive. Brother against brother, sister against sister, mother against child, father against mother. This is not the truth. This is our version of the truth. The naked truth is love. The naked truth sees only love. The naked truth is one. This is the only truth. Those who find the truth find their way. Those who find the truth find their life. Those who find the truth have found God. God is the truth. God is love. Where there's love, there is peace. Where there's love, there's unity. Where there's love, there's wholeness. Where there's love, marriages work. Where there's love, there are no wars. God bless you all.